Hello everyone, today we are going to design a hanger using swept boss base feature in Solidworks. These are the steps in designing the hanger: step 1, step 2, step 3, and after these steps our hanger will look like this. Okay, going back to step 1, first of all we are going to draw this cylinder. We have a diameter of 50 mm and length of 75 mm. So I'll go to Solidworks. In Solidworks I'm going to go to sketch. In sketch I'm going to select right plane, okay, and then I'm going to draw a circle. The diameter of the circle is, then I'm going to go to smart dimension, okay, and add a dimension of 50 mm. Now the sketch is fully defined. It's okay. I'm going to exit the sketch. I'm going to go to features. In features I'm going to go to extruded boss base. Okay, I'm going to select extruded boss base blind, and I'm going to reverse the direction. The length of the cylinder is 75 mm. Okay, now this cylinder, the top cylinder has been made. Now going back to step 1, so what is remaining? The bottom cylinder. The bottom cylinder, as you can see, it has a diameter of 38 mm, length of 63.5 mm, and a draft of 3 degree. So, and it is located at the distance, the height of 100 mm from the cylinder, from the center point of cylinder, and at a distance of 63.5 mm, 63.5 mm from this edge to this edge of the cylinder, the bottom cylinder. So now we are going to first of all draw this cylinder of dimension 38 mm and length of 63.5 mm with a draft of 3 degree. In order to make the bottom cylinder, I'm going to go to front plane. I'm going to select the front plane and sketch on it. So I'll make my drawing little small in order to sketch the bottom cylinder. So this is the bottom cylinder. Now the smart dimension, the diameter of the bottom cylinder is 38 mm. Okay, then I'm going to select the center line and sketch a center line, okay, like this. Okay, draw center like this. Then I'm going to go to point and add a point on the top of the circle where the center line intersects the circle. Okay, I'm going to add a point. Okay, now distance of this point from the top of the circle is, I think so, 63.5 mm. Let's cross verify. Yes, correct. So smart dimension from this point to this point, the distance is 63.5 mm. Okay, now the length from this point to this point, the dimension is how much? 100 mm, as you can see in the drawing. Here is 100 mm. Now as you can see, the sketch is fully defined, so we can exit the sketch. Now going to extruded boss base. Okay, in blind I'm not going to select blind, I'm going to select mid plane. Okay, and what is the length of the cylinder? It is 63.5 mm, which we already saw. And what for draft, we are going to click over here, draft, and add a draft of 3 degree. Okay, see, the step 1 has been completed. The step 1 is completed. Now going to step 2. The step 2 is important in order to use the swept boss base feature. In swept boss base feature, supposed to have 2 sketch. One is path sketch and one is guide curve or guide sketch. Okay, so first of all we are going to draw the path sketch, and then we are going to draw the guide sketch. But remember, both the sketches should be in different. Both the sketches should be different, not in the same sketch. The part sketch should be different and the guide sketch should be different. It should not be in one sketch. It should be sketched independently. Understood? So first of all, I'm going to draw the path sketch, a path curve. So for that, I'm going to again go to the front plane and sketch on it, and I'm going to select line, and from here like this I'm going to draw a line and draw a tangent curve. Okay, now distance of this line from this edge is 12 mm. So I'm going to go to smart dimension, okay, and add a dimension of 12 mm. Radius of the tangent arc is 20 mm. So I'm going to add a dimension of 20 mm. Now it's time to add some relations to fully define the sketch. So this point and this point should be horizontal, okay. This line and the edge of this cylinder should be tangent. So I'm going to add a relation, tangent relation. Now you can see my sketch is fully defined, so it is safe to exit the sketch. Now I'm going to draw the guide curve or the guide sketch. Again, I'm going to say sketch on the front plane, okay, and from here I'm going to draw a line like this, okay, same procedure, and draw a tangent arc like this, okay. The radius of the tangent arc is 66 mm. So I'm going to add a dimension of 66 mm. I'm going to select this point and this point and add a relation horizontal. Now distance of this line from this line, I think so it is how much mm? 57 mm. So I'm going to add a dimension of 57. Smart dimension, from this line to this line the distance is 57 mm, okay. Now still not fully defined, so select the I'm going to select this line and the edge of this cylinder and add a relation, tangent relation. See, now it is fully defined. I've also drawn the guide curve, okay. Now we are now what is missing? Let's say check. Step 1 is completed, step 2 is completed. Now we have to draw the sketch profile. This is the sketch profile of the swept boss base feature. I'm going to draw a sketch on the top plane, sketch on it, okay. Now I'm going to select center line over here like this. Here we are going to learn how to use dynamic mirror. So I'm going to go to tools. In tools I'm going to go to sketch tools. In sketch tools I'm going to select dynamic mirror, and see, please select a sketch line or linear model edge to mirror about. So I'm going to select this line, okay. Now whatever I draw over here, it will be mirrored over here automatically, unlike mirror entities. This is better. So I'll draw a rough model and then afterwards I'll add a dimension, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. It's somewhat like this, correct? Now I'm going to add dimension, center line over here, because this is at an angle. So this is at an angle of 3 degree, as you can see in the drawing. This is at an angle of 3 degree, okay. So smart dimension, select this line, the center line, and add how much degree? 3 degree, okay. See, 3 degree both the sides. Now this one, the dimension is 12. So this dimension is, y angle is coming. Oh, this angle is, this dimension is 12, not angle. This dimension is 12. Okay, now this length is 50. Okay, now what else is missing? This one is 12. Okay, now let's check if it has taken 3 degree over here or not taken 3 degree, to be sure if everything is perfect or not. Okay, I'll just check, select. If it's taken 3 degrees, okay. See, make dimension driven, because it has taken 3 degree. No need of this center line. If it has not taken 3 degree, you can always add 3 degree by adding a center line and adding an angle of 3 degree over here. Okay, it's already taken 3 degree, so no need. Okay, but still the sketch is not fully defined. So how will we fully define the sketch? It's easy. So this sketch profile will be swept using this as the path curve and this as the guide curve. So we have to add a relation between this sketch and the path curve and the guide curve. So in order to add a relation between the sketch and the path curve and the guide curve, we are going to use the relation pierce. So how to pierce, I'm going to show. Okay, to pierce, so I'm going to select this point and this line, okay, and add a relation pierce. So here it has been added. Again, I'm going to select this point, okay, this point over here, and this line of the guide curve, okay, and add a relation pierce. So it has been pierced. Okay, now it's time to learn how to use swept boss base command. So first of all, is select the sketch profile, okay, and sketch 5 has already been selected. This is the sketch 5, okay, and then I'm going to select in the path, I'm going to select this line, this sketch, this is the path, and in guide curves I'm going to select this sketch as the guide. See, and click on this box. This is how we use swept boss base feature. Now we are going to learn how to use the hole wizard. In hole wizard, we are going to make a hole of 25 mm over here, through hole of 25 mm dia over here, and 16 mm through hole of 16 mm dia over here. So in order to make a hole, first of all I'm going to go to hole wizard. Okay, in hole wizard I'm going to select this one, this hole, okay, and the hole diameter is 25 mm and through hole. Okay, then I'm going to go to positions. In positions I'm going to select 3D sketch. Okay, in 3D sketch, first of all I'm going to touch the edge of the circle in order to find the center point of the circle. So this is the center point of the circle or the hole. So okay, now this is through hole. Okay, again to make the same 16 mm diameter hole, again I'm going to go to hole wizard, select this, okay, look carefully, select this hole and add a dimension of 16 mm, condition through all. Then I'm going to go to position. In position 3D sketch, in 3D sketch first of all I'm going to touch the edge of the circle in order to find the center point of the hole or the circle. See, now I found the central point, and then I'm going to check over here, my hole has been made. So this is how you make a hanger using the swept boss base command. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.